band with me.
Yeah.
Now, the last time I saw you in Manchester was on Halloween, and you were playing with Bad Touch.
Yeah.
And so you might be wondering, you're probably not, but why I'm wearing these cat ears is because
You had those there?
I had them then, and I've not worn them since. So I decided I was going to make a tradition, a Daxx Roxane tradition, that every time I see you, I'm going to wear my lovely little cat ears.
So we're happy with that tradition.
He loves cats.
Yeah. We're going to get Luca to start wearing them as well.
Yeah.
Well, you can all wear them.
Every time we see you or all the time?
Entirely up to you. I won't know either way. You could tell me you're wearing them all the time and I wouldn't know any different. Right, so for anybody that doesn't know about your band, how would you describe your sound?
It's basically classic rock.
I think it's just rock and roll.
Yeah. Well, something I got from your Facebook page. Their philosophy that rock and roll is all about energy, all about creating an adrenaline rush, is reflected in their intense live shows. I want to talk to you a bit about that because you might remember that when I did see you last and I was reviewing, I kind of missed your set and it wasn't my fault. But when I did come in, everyone in the audience was like peering over, they were staring, mesmerised at stage. I remember running to the front and saying, what's happened? He said, well, that one's just jumped over that one and that one's lying on the floor playing on his back and it's the other, what's going on? It was like a circus. So how do you get the ideas, you know, does that just come naturally while you're playing or do you think, right, we're going to do this and this tonight?
I think, you know, when you're playing this kind of music and you do get an adrenaline rush, I mean, we all definitely get that adrenaline rush and you just think, I'm going to do this thing right now and you just like go for it and then it happens.
Might work, might not work, just try it.
So last night I just figured I was going to try and catwalk on a rail and it didn't work out, so then I had to jump back on stage, almost hit Simon, it was a bit of a disaster.
But you managed to carry on playing throughout?
Yeah, I missed one though.
That's quite a talent. I'm sure nobody noticed.
No.
But that's fun, that's what you want to see when you see a band, so we're trying to give that to the audience, you know.
It's a real fun element, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. Tell me about your debut album, Ticket to Rock. How long did it take to write?
A couple of years actually. That's the thing. Is like the first album is always the easiest to do because it's over the years you just pick up your best songs.
Yeah.
So when we felt ready, we were like, yeah, let's do it, and we had 10 tracks.
Ticket to Rock is actually the first track that we wrote for that album.
Right.
We were quite a different band back when we were in Switzerland. We were more thrash orientated.
Yeah. Very
different. And then we just wrote this track Ticket to Rock and we kind of like, well, this is cool, we like this stuff, and then we just wrote more tracks over the years until we ended up recording the album.
Okay. And how do you find the rock scene in England compares to that in Switzerland?
Well, there is a rock scene to start
with. That's good news. Is it as vibrant there as it is here at the moment?
So we grew up in a bit of a like capital of music in some sense, because we're from Montreux, which has the Montreux Jazz Festival, which is quite legendary, and we grew up with that festival, so we've always had music. But you know, when you're starting out as a rock band, that's not really, it's not really achievable.
I would say, like, well, to be honest, we don't really know now today, but back in those days, like, they're more like supporting international bands than local bands. So that's
compared to here it's really focused on local bands and emerging bands a lot.
And we don't have that many venues as well. We have really small cities, and you have maybe 1-2 venues where you can play around where you live. So it's a bit difficult to find shows to play. Like we used to play once a month or every 2-3 months at the most. And then we moved to London. We started to play like every night of the week. And we're like, that's great.
But if there's any venue in Switzerland that wants to book us, let us know.
I would up for it. They're definitely north of like the German side have more venue, I would say. I've never really tried that.
Be more rock,
And you've been playing festivals over here already this summer, haven't you? And this year, what was the last one you played?
We played at the Wildfire Festival on Sunday, and that was amazing. It was so cool. Yeah. So we turned up in a van. In Scotland, I don't even know where we were, but. Then we ended up in this village. We're like, are we at the right place? Is there 2-1 Lockhead? I don't know. Then we turned the corner where the festival was supposed to be. It was just some houses. At some point we start hearing guitars and like, this must be somewhere here. And we eventually found it. And the festival was just super cool.
And we were playing at 12, so we were like, there's going to be no one. It's going to be terrible. But it was actually...
But everyone turned up. It was a really good show. And hopefully we can see them again next year.
Yeah.
Really cool.
And you played the Outlaw Rock and Roll Weekend, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think you headlined one of the nights there. What was that that like?
Friday
Yeah.
night. That was
Yeah.
amazing, actually.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, there's so much support still, like in in the rest of UK, like Midlands, North,
Yeah.
even South. I would say it's much better to play around out of London, basically.
Yeah,
because that's where all people listen to rock and support live music.
Sure.
So it was amazing festival.
really good night.
Right, now you're fun guys, and I've got some fun questions for you.
Yeah.
Started a new game called Unlucky Dip. So I want you to each take a question and just answer the question. And I can't remember what questions are.
Did you write the question?
I did, I wrote all of them. So a lot of thought has gone into these questions. Okay, so you've all picked a question for my Unlucky Dip. What question have you got?
If you could have any superhuman power, what would it be? The Force.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's superhuman, but the Force.
Okay.
Nice one.
Who wants to go next?
So, who's the most famous contact in your phone book? I don't have many contacts, but the most famous would be John Lewis Jones.
Okay.
Yeah. I got who's your hero and have you ever met them? Have you ever met him? Because mine is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Because he is the man. And he did everything he wanted to do.
He's a true hero.
The true hero.
But you never met him.
No.
What's your favourite of his films?
Ooh, that question.
All of them.
We know all of them. Even the first ever one.
Oh,
All
wow.
of them.
Was that not Conan? Commando.
Commando,
I
yeah.
think I'm just laughing every time I see it. It's just amazing.
It's the best action movie
Commando.
ever.
Ever made.
But Predator is amazing as well.
They're all amazing.
Terminator 2, personally.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, but
Really good as well. What is your worst vice? So I would say probably my hair. That I spend a lot of time trying to make them tidy or look alright. But yeah, maybe as well.
you're a sore loser, man.
Apparently, I'm not really good when I lose at games.
It's good.
I think I'm alright, but apparently I'm not.
The worst.
I've just got one more question for you. Now, I know the answer to this, but I don't know if it's common knowledge. It's about your band name, and I love this. How did you get the name Daxx Roxane?
So it was years of research went into this name, but we've been mates for a really long time. And when we were kids back in Switzerland, we had our two pet rats. God bless them, Daxx and Roxane.
Yeah, that's it.
So you named the band after the rats.
Yeah. But they were badass.
They were fucking badass. Yeah, there was rock and roll rats.
That's why he used to say that it was about friendship. Yeah, so this name was about friendship.
Actually, the fun thing is, to get the name when he named his rats, he went onto a rock and roll band name generator, didn't you?
Yeah,
And
so
he got one named Dax and one Roxane.
yeah, so I named one of mine.
So it was fake.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.